Hello, I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor, but also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. So the sun is out and we don't know what sunscreens to buy. So today I'm going to be telling you the best and the worst SPF 50s on the market. As you know, UV radiation can lead to sunburns, premature aging, cancer, and of course, hyperpigmentation, which is predominantly seen in skin of color. As you know, none of my videos have ever been sponsored and they will never be sponsored. So all the information you find on this channel is evidence-based. I'm also in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every YouTube video. So when you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. You can also come and ask me questions on my Instagram account. I've got two, Dr. Vanita Rattan and Skincare by Dr. V, also on TikTok, and of course our private Facebook group called Dr. V Sock Family. If you are a skincare enthusiast and you do want to learn more, you can also get your hands on a copy of Skin Revolution. It's a book that I've written, published by HarperCollins, and it really is beautiful. It goes into a lot of detail. So before we begin, I think it's important for you to know that I have very high standards when it comes to skincare for skin of color because we have large melanocytes that are easily triggered. As I always say, one scratch, one bite, or one burn, and we hyperpigment. We cannot afford to irritate our skin. And so the vast majority of skincare made on the shelves globally were really made for Caucasian skin. So data taken from studies done on a Caucasian cohort. And so this is why I am probably much stricter with skincare than most of the other channels that you're watching. Hopefully you get the best results with the advice that you find here. So my criteria with sunscreen, first of all, starts off with broad spectrum. So you always want to look for the word broad spectrum and you want to look for PA4+. That means maximum UVA protection. See, when you see SPF 50, that only tells you how much protection you're getting from UVB rays, the rays that tend to burn. UVA rays, the rays that tend to lead more to cancer and aging, are not found in that SPF rating, which is why you want to look for broad spectrum, look for that term, and in particular you want PA with 4+. The second thing I look for is to make sure the product is safe, meaning no denatured alcohol, which can lead to premature aging and drying of the skin, which you definitely don't want to use it when you're outside in the sun. You want to look for fragrance-free product because 3 to 4% of the population gets contact dermatitis from fragrance, which then can lead to hyperpigmentation and skin of color. And so I don't allow fragrance in products. And the third are essential oils because they're skin sensitizers. So avoid those ingredients in your sunscreens as well. I also prefer mineral sunscreens over chemical sunscreens because zinc oxide is anti-inflammatory. So it's brilliant if you have psoriasis or eczema. My husband has rosacea, so for him, I would always recommend a zinc oxide based sunscreen. It also is great for hyperpigmentation. So if you get melasma like I do, it's anti-inflammatory, so it helps with that too. And third of all, it doesn't enter the bloodstream. So that's why we say to pregnant women to use mineral sunscreen, not a chemical sunscreen. And I would use that same information when it comes to children too. So this is why I always make sure my kids also wear mineral sunscreens. So there are lots of SPF 50s on the market. And without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, starting off with the one we've all seen is the Nivea Sun Protect and Moisture SPF 50, 200 mils for £6. So the best thing about this product really is the price. It is very cheap. The second ingredient here is glycerin, which I love because it's hydrating. The third ingredient here is isopropyl palmitate, which is 4 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale. So you wouldn't use this if you have, say, back acne, or you wouldn't put on your face if you have acne. The fourth ingredient here, however, is denatured alcohol. Now, denatured alcohol, the reason why formulators use it is because it gives you that quick dry feeling, which people love. But the reason why that's happening is because it's volatile. It's a volatile alcohol. And so it evaporates from the skin. And as it does, it takes water molecules with it. So it dries the skin behind, which then in turn generates free radicals, which then damages collagen. And for me, I'm turning 40 this year. Premature aging is something that is very much on the top of my mind, and this is why I avoid all denatured alcohol. And don't forget, ingredients are in the descending order. So if you're the fourth ingredient in the list, on the INCI list, it means you're at a high percentage. So for me, this is definitely a product you want to avoid, because on top of that, it contains fragrance. Fragrance leads to contact dermatitis, as we've already discussed. Plus, it is a chemical sunscreen, so I'm not going to be a fan anyway. So for me, this is one to sidestep. Moving on to the next product, which a lot of you have asked me to review, that's the Bondi Sands SPF50 fragrance-free option. So make sure you look for that particular product, because there are other ones on the market that are not fragrance-free from Bondi Sands. It is a chemical sunscreen. There are no other actives in it to help with any other skincare concerns. It is a simple product, no denatured alcohol. It is NAF safe. It's not going to prematurely age the skin. So yeah, it's a decent SPF 50 for the body. The next product here is Garnier Ambre Solaire. So the second ingredient here is glycerin, which is brilliant. However, it does contain denatured alcohol and fragrance again. No other good actives. Plus it's a chemical sunscreen. So for me, this is a hard no. The next product is another one you guys have asked me to review, and that's a Super Goop Play. So it's a chemical sunscreen, which is fine, but it does contain irritants in it. So it's got orange peel oil, lemon peel oil, plus fragrance. So this again is a no, and I have no idea why they've added these ingredients in. It just, if you're coming from the perspective of you're trying to create a sunscreen with minimal irritation, maximum hydration, this doesn't make sense to do this. So I really don't know what the thinking is here. The next one's also very popular. It's the Eucerin SPF 50 Oil Control Matte Finish. And I'm sure people with acne are going to want to use this product. But the reason you're getting a matte finish is because the second ingredient here is denatured alcohol. And I really don't like this ingredient. It's a bit of a trick, really, putting it in, because you get that instant matte finish. Yep. So you're getting that instant feeling. People are buying it because they are addicted to that instant, quick, matte feeling, which I fully understand, but I don't like what it does to the skin. And you don't see what's happening to the skin because you don't see free radicals being generated. So that's why I'm here to tell you. For this one, I would again sidestep. The next one has been highly recommended by so many dermatologists. It's pretty much the go-to for every dermatologist. And so people are not going to be happy with me talking about this product, but I'm going to talk about it. So La Roche-Posay Anthelios. So the second ingredient here is denatured alcohol. The second ingredient, which means it's at a very high percentage. There are no other actives in this product that are going to give you any additional benefits to the skin. It is a chemical sunscreen, which is fine if that was the only thing we're talking about. The only plus point of this product that it's fragrance free. So for me, this is another no, especially for the price point. The next one surprised me. So this is Cetaphil SPF 50. It's a simple chemical sunscreen, no other actives in it. It is fragrance free, which I love. The third ingredient here is glycerin. Well done. And I like it. In terms of chemical sunscreens, this is one I would opt for. The next product a lot of you have asked me also to review is Beauty of Hosen or Beauty of Dosen. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. You let me know if you could let me know down below. But the second ingredient here is rice extract. So that's Orsia sativa. That's at 30%, which is excellent. I love it. It's a fragrance-free formula. It is chemical, and so for a chemical sunscreen, I like it. However, I have looked at some of the other products from this brand, and I know a lot of you want me to do a whole video on it, but there are a lot of products that I don't like from this brand. But this particular product, I do. The next product I get asked about a lot is Ultrasun SPF 50 Extreme. So it's a chemical mineral hybrid, so it's both. It is fragrance free, which I like, but again, it does contain denatured alcohol. So again, for me, this one is a no, especially if you're outside, you're sweating, already damaging your skin barrier. Why would you put such a product with denatured alcohol on the skin? It makes no sense. The next one to review is Paulas Choice, and I really thought I was going to love this product because I love a lot of her products. This is the SPF50 chemical with vitamin C, so you would think, great, it's got a good active in there, but she added vitamin A into her morning skincare, you know, morning sunscreen, which is when people tend to apply. I mean, it's okay, but it's better to leave your vitamin A for nighttime, even though this is a weaker form of vitamin A. And vitamin A is great for anti-aging, and it's definitely something I would recommend you use at nighttime. I have no idea why she put it into her daytime SPF 50. Yeah, it's a shame. The next product is the Ultraviolet 100% mineral. So it's fragrance free. It doesn't contain any other actives in it. However, if you have acne, I would avoid this because it's got octidodecanyl, which is 3 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale, and isosteric acid, which is 5 out of 5. Otherwise, I like this product, so well done. The next product is Malibu SPF 50. I actually thought I wasn't going to like this product just based on the packaging, but it just goes to show packaging can be very misleading. It's a simple chemical sunscreen, fragrance free, and for a chemical sunscreen, I like it. The next one is a sunscreen that one of my friends introduced me to, that's Altruist. It's a chemical sunscreen. The 6th ingredient here is glycerin. It is fragrance free. Again, there's no other actives to improve the skin, but I like it as a simple chemical sunscreen. The next sunscreen is your Color Science SPF 50. It's tinted with no other actives in it, but I like it. It's fragrance free, it's NAF safe, and it's mineral. So for my own face, I was struggling to find a sunscreen that had all the actives that I wanted, that was a mineral sunscreen, that had no white cast, that gave me blue shield protection, that was anti-aging with stem cells, that did have tyrosinase inhibitors in it to work during the day to work on my melasma. And this product didn't exist, which is the reason that I made it for myself, and then you guys asked me to make it for you too. So this is Dr. V's Inzincable. We created a trademark complex called MelaShield, which is a vitamin stem cell complex, a tyrosinase inhibitor, and also stem cells too. So great for anti-aging, blue shield protection, and no white cast. So this is the one that I use, and I use on my family just because of all the benefits that I wanted that just didn't exist in a mineral sunscreen, and so I had to make it. Also, as my husband gets rosacea, I put in niacinamide and bisabolol. Bisabolol is an anti-inflammatory, and niacinamide helps with the skin barrier. So it also helps with acne, and what I find is this can give you a dewy finish. And if you have acne, what I would do is use a blotting powder on top, so translucent powder on top to get rid of any dewiness. But then you're protected from UVA, UVB rays because it's broad spectrum, SPF 50. But also you've got the niacinamide in it too, which will help to control sebum production. And the ingredients are non-comedogenic. Please do write your questions down below, and I will see you in the comment section. Take care. Bye.